Hello friends, how are you? My name is Corbin Reed and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you a quick and easy IKEA hack. It is a counter height stool that I actually am using currently in my bathroom as a vanity stool, but I IKEA hacked the Franklin stool and turned it into a sheepskin counter height stool. Now this is a very high-end look. Sheepskin is a super luxurious fabric material, but it's also super cozy, and I've utilized it quite a bit throughout my home. However, if you buy these things brand new from the store, one bar stool could cost you upwards of $5, $6, $7, $8, I've even seen like $1,200. This hack you can get done for around $100. I only have one, but you could do an entire roll of counter stools at your home. The IKEA chair does come in black and white. Could go so many different ways. This is basically just teaching you how to hack this super affordable, super versatile, folding actually counter height stool, and showing you how you can reupholster it. So if that sounds of interest to you, then please just keep on watching. So the good news is this stool actually comes pre-assembled. I just picked this up from IKEA and it was already ready and set to go. It goes for $45, and as you can see here, it folds. So that's a great feature, but it's super sturdy and it does come in black and white, as I said before. This is what I'm going to start with, is taking out these screws at the back and then also the screws at the base of the chair. Just detaching the seat from the bottom and the wood back from the back. Now this piece, this white piece, is actually made out of like a wood sort of plywood mix, so it works really well for a base to be reupholstered onto. This is a high density foam set, cushion set that I picked up from Michael's, and I believe the pack was around $19. Actually, it was on sale. I had a coupon, so I think I got it for about $12. I'll be sure to link the one I got down below, but it's like a medium density foam. I believe it's about an inch thick. So I'm just laying them on top of the cushions, and I'm taking this magic marker and tracing around the edge so that I know where to cut. It is helpful to sort of rock the back as you're tracing it, just so you make sure that you get the right measurements. As you can see here, I'm sort of rocking it from side to side, and this did give me a perfect match when it came to putting the foam on top of, adhering it to the top of the back and the seat. Next up, I'm just cutting around the edges that I traced here, because these are going to be the pads for the seat cushion. And as you can see, I cut a little above the line here because I did not rock the seat as I was tracing it. So I just wanted to make sure I cut it long enough, and it turned out to be the right thing to do. I'm just testing the fit there. So definitely, if you buy this Franklin stool and you do this exactly the way I did, make sure you just sort of rock it from side to side as you're tracing it, or just cut a little above the line so that you don't end up cutting it too small, because that would suck. So this is the beautiful shearling sheepskin pelt that I got off of Etsy from a seller in Turkey. He shipped it incredibly fast. When I bought this, it was about $70. However, I have noticed the price from this particular seller has gone up, but different colors cost different prices, and I will link this seller that I use down below, but there are several different sellers, oddly in Turkey specifically, that sell these sheepskin pelts at different prices. So just do your due diligence. I'll try and link a few different ones down below, but they also have different colors. They have this beautiful sort of like beigey brown that I got, but they also have like ivory or like a darker brown. So you definitely have options in terms of color and some competitive pricing on Etsy. I'm just testing the corners to make sure that I cut enough, and I did. So that was good news. So this is a spray adhesive from 3M 77 Super. I'll link it down below. I got it off of Amazon, but it works incredibly well for upholstering, for adhering fabrics. I did use it to do a DIY lampshade in my early DIY video, the fall DIYs, which I will link above here because it's great for that project as well. But you just want to be very generous with this and definitely lay something down because it's very, very sticky. And you want to wait just like about 30 seconds for it to get tacky. Spray it on the foam and on the seat base, and then you just want to line it up and press it down. And as you can see, it sticks pretty quickly, so you know, you want to make sure you have it lined up properly, and then just kind of push it down on there. And when it dries, it's really on there good. So I highly recommend this spray adhesive, which again I will link down below. Then I'm just taking the cutout for the seat back and repeating the exact same process on the seat back. After I was done spraying and adhering, I did notice there was some extra just sort of overhang, so I just took a scissors on both the seat back and the seat base and just cut off any extra foam. So this part of the DIY was a bit tricky. I did get this staple gun off of Amazon once again, but I highly recommend getting an electric staple gun. It just would make this process so much faster. I sort of had to use a lot of strength, and basically the process is you want to staple the long side first, and you do have to sort of press all your body weight down to get the gun to go through the board. But if it's electric, you don't have to use so much muscle. So I'm just like pulling it taut and then placing the staple gun on there. You see how I'm pushing down on the front and then pressing that lever. Don't get me wrong, it got the job done. It just took a lot of trial and error to figure out exactly how to sort of hold it. But again, I'll link an alternative staple gun down below. That would probably be a lot better for this project and make it less muscle intensive. And when you do get to the corners, the best practice is to sort of just invert and fold and then staple around the fold. I wouldn't necessarily staple on the fold because the fabric is pretty thick, but as you can see, it turned out beautifully. And then you just want to go around with the scissors and cut the excess fabric. This fabric was pretty easy to cut, frankly. I didn't need any special scissors or anything. and you're not really going to see the back. You just want to make sure that you cut enough that you can still access the holes to screw the back into the base of the chair. But it's so fluffy and soft, and as you can see, I'm loving it. And I'm just repeating the process all over again for the seat cushion. It is truly no different. You just want to pull the fabric tight, and really the first row of staples you do, you don't have to worry as much. It's more so when you get to the corners and like the parallel sides that you want to make sure you're really pulling the fabric tight so that it lays flat. But the first side you can kind of just staple because that's going to be the anchor of everything, and then you just when you get to the corners you invert, fold, staple, and then you make sure you're pulling it tight on the adjacent side and the parallel sides so that everything is nice and smooth when you flip it over. This is just generally the process you would use to reupholster almost anything. This is just, I'm doing it with an Ikea chair because everybody has access to Ikea pretty much, and it's a great affordable hack, but you could really do this with any chair and any fabric. This one turned out just as nice, and so all that was left for me to do was to put the chair back together and also just cut that excess fabric that was hanging off the back. So yeah, I just reversed the order. I did actually put this on upside down the first time, but turned it around. It screwed back in very easily. Here's the finished product in 3, 2, 1. I am so psyched with how this turned out. It is such a beautiful hack, and I really think that it would elevate any space to look luxurious, and it is incredibly comfortable. I also really like the footrest that is on this chair. I will be using this chair in my bathroom, but I wanted to show it in the kitchen because I think this could be a really, really nice option as a DIY hack for some counter height stools if you have like a peninsula or an island. And like I said before, it's just an instant elevation to any space, and wool is so durable and cozy and luxurious, and you get this look without that crazy $600 to $1,200 price tag. Now, if you are someone who's been around for a while, you will hopefully have seen my office bathroom makeover. If not, please be sure to go watch it. I will link it in the cards above. But this is my office bathroom. I do my makeup in here when I'm getting ready for events or just to go out or whatever. So I love that this chair folds and is compact and can go up against the wall, but also totally is ergonomical enough that it works in the space and doesn't take up too much room. But I like the versatility of being able to fold it up, and it's perfect that it is counter height because I can just scoot it right up to my vanity and I can still see myself when I'm doing my makeup. And if I don't want to stand, I don't have to. You know, when I'm doing my hair, sometimes I don't want to stand. So it's just a nice option to have in my bathroom, and it's super cozy and it looks beautiful, and because it's wool, I don't have to worry about it getting wet or whatever and getting ruined because sheepskin is super durable. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video today. If you like this video, please be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment down below on how you might be using this hack in your home, or if there's any ways that you've used other IKEA hacks like this in your home. I would love to know all about it, or just what you learned in today's video. The comments really help my channel, but it also is just nice to hear from you guys. So also please be sure to follow me over on Instagram at storydesign_ with Corbin Reed. I also just joined Threads, so please be sure to follow me there. and it's the same handle, of course. And my Amazon storefront too is another good place to look for resources of things to buy for your home decor wise if you like my aesthetic and just want a place to shop, and LTK as well. And all of that is linked on my channel page in the bio. So yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you so very soon in the next one. And before you go, watch this video next. Bye.